Welcome back. Thank you for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be looking at a left-tailed test for paired data. So when you're looking at a left-tailed test, usually it will say words like less than, or it will have the larger of the two values that you're subtracting as the second value. It's a lot to think about, but remember that your direction of subtraction and which value you expect to be the greater value are very, very important when you're considering if it's a left-tailed or right-tailed test. So in this problem, we're looking to see if there is actual evidence of weight loss for sun-up dieters. So that's our population. And then our parameter is going to be mean difference between before and after weights for sun-up dieters. But for this particular problem, the subtraction is after minus before, which means if we're showing weight loss, we would expect that the after weight is going to be smaller than the before weight, which means given the direction of subtraction, I would expect this to be a negative difference. So when we do this, then my alternative is going to be mu sub d is less than 0. Now, when we get to the R, where we're reviewing conditions, we can see that there are no outliers and it's symmetric. And we didn't do this perfectly because I'm just looking at the raw data, but I expect that that's an appropriate, it's an appropriate thought process, especially given that we're told that the data is normally distributed. So then when we execute calculations, we're going to calculate a t-test statistic, and to get that, remember we need x bar sub d, s sub d, and n, and to find x bar sub d and s sub d, I entered the last values in that column of differences into my calculator and found those measurements. So we come up with a test statistic of negative 2.52, and because we have a left-tailed test, we're interested in the area to the left, and so my p-value then is going to be the blue area, which comes out to be 0.016. So because we rejected, because it's small, I'm going to say there's sufficient evidence to suggest, and then I'm stating all of the parts of the alternative. I'm just stating it in a way that makes sense for interpretation. So we'll say to suggest after weight is less than before weight, indicating weight loss. And then for our population, which is sun-up dieters, and then we're saying on average because we're looking at mean difference. So this is a lot. If it felt like it went very fast, I would suggest that you stop, pause, or put it on a slow-mo so that you have the ability to try to do this yourself before you actually see the results. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, see you in future videos.